Good
Good
afternoon, sir.
afternoon, sir.
Last period we had seen the purchase book and sales book. So purchase book is used for recording the credit purchase of goods and the sales book is used for recording the credit sale of goods. So now I am going to start the new topic. Next book, purchase return book. Okay, then one more topic, sales return. After that, this chapter will be over. Purchase return book. Okay, so this book is used for, so we purchased goods. So company point of view, you have to think we are a company. So this book is used for recording the transaction related with the goods returned by the trader to suppliers. Goods returned by the trader means company to the supplier. Why we are returning the goods? The goods are according to the sample. Otherwise, the goods received are damaged in transit, transportation time, any damage happened. Otherwise, if it is inferior quality, then we can return the goods. Okay, so purchase return book is used for recording the transaction related with the return of goods. Return of goods by the trader, by the company to the supplier. So here we have to study the debit note. So on the basis of debit note, we are recording the transactions in the purchase return book. You look at the format, you look date, same like purchase book, but only one difference is there. Instead of invoice number, debit note number. Debit note. Why debit note? Debit note. So debit note is a statement prepared by the buyer. So the companies are preparing, the company, those who return the goods, through which he intimates the seller, he intimates the supplier that his account has been debited, to debit my account for the goods returned and for the allowance claimed. So then he have to get allowance. Allowance from the supplier means you look at that. Suppose purchased goods from Tomlin, entry will be purchase account debtor to Tomlin. Okay, now if you are returning the goods, then entry will be, then the Tomlin will be debit. Okay, so he intimates the buyer that his account has been debited, so that's why debit note. Okay, so we, if it is a return, is the purchase return is there, that account we have to debit, then that amount we will get from that supplier. Okay, so that is debit note. It is a statement prepared by the buyer. So he intimates, he informs the seller, the supplier, that you have to debit my account and get and I have to get allowance from you for the goods returned. Okay, so Pranav, we will start. I thought that Pranav, Rajiv, I didn't understand. That's why I didn't admit. Okay, now I understood. Okay, so purchase return book. Debit note is a statement prepared by the buyer through which he intimates the seller, that made the supplier or seller, his account has been debited for the goods returned or for the allowance claimed. So that is related to purchase return. So it is used for recording the transactions relating to the goods returned by the trader to the supplier. Trader to the supplier. Okay, trader to the supplier. Then here, on the basis of debit note only, we will record the transaction. So it is prepared by the company only. On that basis, we will record the transaction in the purchase return book. So column, format of purchase return, date, name of the supplier, same like purchases book, only one difference. Instead of invoice, here we have to write debit note number. Debit note, because if it is purchase return is there, we have to debit his account. We have to debit his account. Then we will get a allowance from the supplier. Then LF amount. So we will do the problem 15th. Next question. Prepare purchase return book. Prepare purchase returns. So heading purchase returns. Purchase returns book. Purchase returns book. So here they given 5th January. So 5/1/14. Returned goods to Karthik. Karthik, you are famous. Returned goods to Karthik. Amount 1,200. So directly given. So name of the supplier, Karthik. Karthik Traders. Karthik Traders. No debit note number. Amount 1,200. 1,200. Okay. Question number 15. So first 5/1/14 Karthik Traders 1,200. Okay. Textbook. 15th one, purchase return book. Prepare purchase return book. Okay. Next, 10th one, 10th date. So 10/1/14. Goods returned to Sahil. So name of the supplier, Sahil Private Limited. Sahil Private Limited. Then amount is directly given 2,500. Okay, 2,500. Next, 17. Goods returned to Kohinoor Traders. So name of the supplier, Kohinoor Traders. List price 2,000. List price 2,000 MRP. Less trade discount 10%. So less trade discount. Less trade discount 200. 10% of 2,000. So 1,200. 1,800. Okay. Any doubts? Directly given amount. Trade discount is there. So trade discount means if you purchased goods in bulk quantity, you will get a discount. So that you have to deduct from the list price. Next, return outwards to Miss Handa Traders. Return outwards. Return outwards. You look purchase return and return outwards same only. Is it correct? Purchase return. We purchased purchase return and return outward out. We purchase then we return out. Sales return. Sales, if you say sales return and return inward, same. Okay. So this is purchase return. So date will be 28. So 28/1/14. Amount it is given 550. Then total. Shubham, total.
The 6,050.
Correct. Correct answer. Okay. Now, so purchase return is over. So if you prepare ledger account, then how it will be? I will show that. So any doubt related to purchase return? Any doubts? Muhammad Irfan, any doubts? Purchase return.
No, sir.
Any doubts? Hadi,
No.
any doubts? Hadi. Hadi Aman, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So, suppose prepare ledger, then how it will be? Prepare ledger. Suppose purchase return account. So suppose prepare ledger means first purchase return account. So purchase return is every time credit only. Purchase debit, purchase return credit. So credit side, so closing date you have to write 31st 1 14 by sundries amount 6050. Okay, next so balance to balance CD same date to balance CD 6050. Okay, so next we have to prepare each account. First Karthik traders. So Karthik traders, in every case entry will be Karthik traders account to Karthik traders account debtor to purchase return, to purchase return 1200 by balance CD 1200. Closing date by balance CD. Okay, same like Sahil, Kohinoor, then Honda traders. Any doubts? Purchase return and its posting. Easy now? Purchase return book. Next, last. Purchase return book. Purchase return, last sales return. Next, last sales return. This book is used for recording the transaction related to the goods returned to the trader, to the company. Goods returned to the trader by his customer. That transaction we are recording in sales return book. Goods returned by we sold goods, so we will get the goods. So goods returned to the trader, to the company by his customer. So that transaction we are recording in sales return book. So same like purchase return book here. On which basis we are recording transaction the sales return book? On the base of credit note. Credit note. Suppose sold goods to Hadi. Entry will be Hadi account debtor to sales. So sold goods to Hadi. Company sold goods to Hadi. If it is sales return is there, entry will be sales return account debtor to Hadi. Here Hadi is credit. So credit note. That person you have to look in purchase return debit. That person will be debit. So it is a note through which the seller company informs the customer that his account has been given credit. So we will credit your account for the goods returned, then or allowance to be granted to them. Then we will give the allowance. We will give allowance to the customer. In purchase return, we will get the allowance. Here means we have to give according to the goods returned. we have to give the allowance. That is credit note. It is a note through which the seller informs that the customer account, his account has been given credit for the goods returned and for the allowance to be granted to them. On that basis, we will give the amount to them. That is sales return book. Okay, any doubt? Sales return book, it is used for recording the transaction relating to the goods returned to the trader, to the company, returned to the company by his customer. So it is a statement prepared by the company only. On that base only we are recording the transaction in the sales return book. So format, you look, date, same like a sales book, difference, instead of invoice, credit note number. Date, name of the customer, so we have returning lot of goods. So on that basis, we have to write the credit note number. Date, name of the customer, credit note number, LF amount. Okay, so we'll start. Next question. Prepare return inward journal. Return inward and sales return, same. Sales returns book. Date, name of the customer, credit note number, LF amount. So first, Gupta traders return the goods. So date 4/1/14, name of the customer, Gupta traders. Gupta traders, amount it is directly given 1,500. Next, goods 10th one, goods returned from Harish traders, sales return only. Goods returned from Harish traders. So Harish traders, amount 800. Next, Rahul traders returned the goods. Rahul traders, date 18. Rahul traders, amount 1,200. Next, Sushil traders, date 28. Sushil traders, amount 1,000 total. Is equal to 4,500. So any doubts? Anila Mohanan, Basil Hadi, Atul, turn on your video. Okay. Any doubt? Purchase return, sales return. So for a half yearly exam, portions are up to this much. Okay. So this chapter is over. So next posting is there that you know already, that again on it right. Okay. So this chapter first we studied we'll revise. So if you first, I will tell all the topic. Then if you have any doubt, you can ask. So subdivision of journal in every business, it is a small or big or medium business. If they are recording all the transaction in the journal, then it will which one, the cash book will become the journal will become more. So here the journal is subdivided into many subsidiary book called special journal. One thing you have to remember, journal proper. So what do you mean by journal proper? Other than all the transaction. Example, journal proper means here we are recording all the transactions. You look at, you write, it record all the transactions that you do not find any place in any of the above books. That is journal proper. Normal journal format is journal, normal journal, that all is journal proper. Means credit purchase of asset, entry will be asset accounted to that person, it will come journal proper. Bad debt means, suppose if the company sold goods on credit to any person, it is sure that we won't get that amount, it is a loss. So entry will be, suppose bad debt, suppose if we sold goods on credit to me, it is sure that they won't get the amount. So entry will be bad debt accounted to my name. Okay, that is, suppose any other persons that you have to write bad debt accounted to that it will come journal proper. Then goods taken by the owner for personal use, entry will be drawings accounted to which one, drawings account to purchase. Drawings account to purchase means credit purchase of goods only will come in. Credit purchase of goods will come in purchase book. In cash book, cash purchase only will come. So like that, any charity, then interest on drawings account to drawings, outstanding salary accounted to outstanding salary. So depreciation of machinery, depreciation account to machinery. So other than all item will come in the journal proper. Clear? Other than cash book, purchase, sales, purchase return, sales return. Then two extra book is there: bills receivable, bills payable. Bills receivable, bills payable. That also there. Okay, same like a purchase book. Bills payable means bills receivable means if you sold goods on credit to any person, we will write one bill, written document. That is bills receivable. Suppose if you purchased goods on credit from any supplier, we will give the bill. Okay, here we will receive the bill, there we will pay the bill. It is asset, it is liability. Okay, bills receivable asset, bills payable liability. Okay, that is other than all item will come in the journal proper. So what do you mean by subdivision of journal? The journal is divided into many special journal are known as subdivision of journal. Then each subsidiary book is used for recording the transactions of similar nature. Then what are the day book, special journal, cash book, purchase book, sales book, purchase return, sales return, journal proper. Next, cash book. It is used to record all the transactions related to cash receipts and cash payment. Then one thing you have to remember, if you prepare a cash book, no need to prepare ledger. Okay, so it is serve both a journal and a ledger. Okay, but if you prepare purchase account, petty cash book, then we have to write the ledger. Okay, but if you prepare cash book, single column, double column, triple column, then no need to do the ledger. Okay, that is cash book. Then types of cash book: single column, double column, triple column, petty. So first one, single column, only one amount column on both sides of the cash book. Okay, so here we are writing like a cash account only. like a cash account. Okay. Then receipts, debit side, payment, credit side. Okay. Receipts, debit side, payment, credit side. Then double column cash book. So cash book having two amount column on both side of the cash book. That is double column. Then one thing you have to remember, it is very important, contra entry. There are certain entries which will appear on both side of the cash book. One aspect of the cash, other aspect of the bank. It will come both side. Example, cash deposited into bank and cash withdrawn bank. So one thing you have to remember, see you have to write. There's a compulsory question, double column, journal ledger compulsory, then purchase, sales, purchase return, sales return, from that one will come. Okay. C. So we know that the banking transactions, double column. Okay. Two amount columns are there. Cash bank, cash bank. Suppose cash deposit bank. First you have to write in bank, cash, bank, opposite cash, cash opposite by bank. C. C. Don't forget to write C. Okay. So one thing you have to remember, received a check from Femina and deposited in the bank on the same date, entry will be bank account to Femina. Only received a check from Femina means cash accounted to Femina. Okay. Today we received a check. Next day if we are depositing, it will be contra, bank accounted to cash. Next day means bank account to cash. But payment, no problem. Next, petty cash book. It is used for recording the cash payments which are too small to be paid by check. So it is maintained by the petty cashier. He works under the control of main cashier. But one thing, it is very important, what is by impressed system. There is very important theory. Under this system, a fixed amount is advanced to the petty cashier in the beginning of the period by the main cashier. At the end, the petty cashier is reimbursed for the exact amount he has spent. Then two entries there related to petty cash book. When a check is issued by the main cashier, petty cash account to bank. So our amount will go. So petty cash account to bank. So petty cash is asset. Petty cash account to bank. Petty cash account to bank. Then for all expenses, from this only we are meeting all expenses. So expense entry, expense account to petty cash. So petty cash amount will decrease if you pay expenses. Already petty cash debit. If we pay our amount, our petty cash amount will decrease, then credit. Okay. So again, if you are giving, main cashier is giving check means entry will be petty cash account to bank. Okay. Expense account to petty cash. Next, so we another column, we know that total payment, amount received, date particulars, column heading you have to postage, telephone, conveyance, stationery, miscellaneous. Postage, postal expense, courier charges, speed post, stamp, telephone, STD call, telephone call, fax charges, conveyance, taxi fare, auto fare, railway fare, bus fare, stationery, pen, pencil, notebook, envelopes, miscellaneous, anything other than other head. Okay. So if you don't know any item, then you write in the miscellaneous, because no rule, special rule, specific rule for preparing which one, petty cash book. Okay. Next, we studied purchase book. Purchase book is used for recording the purchase of goods. Cash purchase, we are recording the cash account, cash book. Credit purchase of item other than goods, we will record in the normal journal. Format, date, name of the supplier. On the base of invoice, bill, we are recording the transaction, the purchase book. Next, we studied sales book. It is used for recording the credit sale of goods. Credit sale of goods. Cash sale, we are recording in the cash book. Okay. Then if example, credit sale of asset means we are recording in the journal proper. Other than cash, purchase, sale, purchase return, sales return, bills, receivable, bills payable, we are recording the normal journal. Date, name of the customer, invoice, LF, amount. Next, we studied purchase return book. It is used for recording the transaction related to return of goods by the company to the supplier. Okay. So on the base of debit note only, we are recording. So if any purchase return is there, we will debit that account. Okay. That is purchase return. Column, date, Name of the supplier, debit note number, LF amount. Next, sales return. It is used for recording the transaction relating to the goods returned to the company by his customer. So in this case, we have to debit his account. It is a note through which the seller informed the customer that his account has been given credit for the goods returned and for the allowance to be granted to them. Okay. Then last, journal proper. Other than all items, other than cash book, purchase sales, purchase return, sales return, bills receivable, bills payable, we are recording in the journal proper. Okay. Any doubt related to any topic? Single column, double column mean, double column cash book, purchase sales, purchase return, sales return, petty cash book. So if you have any doubt, you can ask. Femina, any doubt? Anila, any doubt?
No, sir. No.
Okay. Pavitra?
No, sir.
Hadi? Hadi, any doubt? No. So tomorrow we will start trial balance. Okay, that is 6th chapter. Journal, ledger. So next chapter is bank reconciliation statement. Okay.